Io ho creato un team di persone che si rispettano e lavorano insieme, pensano i piatti insieme. Io per primo sono con loro a studiare nuovi piatti, nuove ricette e sono contento e sono felice di lavorare con questo team.
Dalliso summed up that what's important to him and part of his dream was he created a team of people who respect each other, who want to work together, who create dishes together. So part of his concept, as I feel it and as he said, is harmony. It's even though it's Caffe dei Fiori, it's also like a musical cafe of harmony, of flavors, and people working together. Stephen, Anita, and I have made it back to New York, a little reluctantly. I'm thinking back to the great days in Miami 2 weeks ago. And now, though, we're getting a little bit of sunshine and warmth here, so I'm very excited about that. Tonight, we're at Caffe dei Fiori on Lexington and 70th Street on the Upper East Side of New York. And I'm going to take you inside if you'll follow me. This restaurant is a wonderful taste of Italy in New York, and it'll be like eating at the owner's table. Please come with me. This is Dalliso, who is the owner, and he's Bolognese. Now, for those of you who are not so familiar with Italian, when you hear Bolognese, your mouth waters and you think of a pasta sauce. But there's a reason that we have pasta Bolognese. It's because it comes from Bologna. And Bolognese in Italian is like saying New Yorker. It's an adjective. So Dalliso is from Bologna, and he's Bolognese. Dalliso, tell me a little bit how you started the restaurant here.
The story is this restaurant is born in Bologna, and io volevo, I want with my wife one possibility for a good restaurant in New York, and dopo un anno.
After a year, we're going to do a little translation here to just help along, but that's why it's like being at Dalliso's home in Bologna. So his wife had an idea when they came to New York. After a year of being here, his wife and he said, you know, we'd really like to have an authentic Italian restaurant here.
And we live in New York in 72 Park and Madison. And my son lives in this city. And one day, walking this Lexington, I looked this
building.
The building is very nice. It's very nice. And as I call landlord, this how much cost me this building? Deal. All'età di 63 anni.
At 63?
Ho aperto questo ristorante a New York.
He basically started a new life and opened this restaurant, which is wonderful when someone keeps reinventing themselves because it really keeps you young. Look at him.
E mi fa sentire giovane, mi fa sentire bene.
He said it makes me feel very young and feel good. Gabriele just brought us our first dish. Gabriele, what do we have here?
Okay, here we have an amuse-bouche, which is made with Mediterranean sea bass tartare and white surgeon caviar, lemon gel, and micro basil.
This looks wonderful. And I'm sorry, I haven't introduced you yet. Where are you from?
Okay, I am from Florence, so I'm Italian. Yes.
Florence, where I lived for 7 years.
Wow.
Sto provando di fare una cucina italiana legata alla mia terra, come le lasagne o comunque la pasta, le tagliatelle alla bolognese, toccando varie regioni d'Italia, no? La cotoletta alla milanese, la matriciana, la carbonara. Tutti i piatti comunque cercando di trovare in New York i prodotti giusti per poter produrre questo piatto, questi sapori.
So, sorry, one of his goals, because he said even including all the Italian cuisine that's already available here, and there is so much, we have everything in New York, but he wanted to first of all represent the Italian cuisine from his area, because as many people know, that every region of Italy, even sometimes every 10 miles apart, there is a completely different dish or a completely different way of making a different version of a pasta. And so Dalliso wanted to bring the foods from Bologna here, but also important dishes that from different regions of Italy, and try to find the exact ingredients as freshly as they're made in Italy, because often you come to America and you taste a dish that tasted a certain way in Italy and it has a different feel here, a different taste. So he goes around to really find exactly the freshest product to make that dish.
Questa è la scommessa, no? Questa è la scommessa di riuscire a riprodurre un piatto che si possa chiamare italiano.
He said that is for him the big challenge, to make a dish that he says is really truly Italian.
Apparently we're having a tasting menu, and boy am I lucky, even though it's pre-birthday for you, Maria, tomorrow. But some of my favorite food is on the plate today, and I'm going to let you explain it.
Okay, so we start with an Nvidia and radicchio salad with honey mustard and walnuts, caramelized walnuts. Then we have here the tuna tartare with avocado mousse and a little touch of seaweed. And here we have the octopus, which is served with some tomato confit, stracciatella cheese, and roll made with eggplant, tomato, and a little touch of stracciatella.
This looks really wonderful, and I hope that you'll share with us, Ida, because the last time we had octopus, you ate it all and there was none left for us. So
You're going to have to hurry up.
Gabriele has now brought us the I primi, which are the first courses, which are really for Americans the second course, because we've already had an appetizer. So we're at the pasta course. Gabriele, what are we having now?
Okay, now we have like our must, his homemade pastas. So we start with our version of carbonara, which is a homemade spaghetti with pecorino foam, savory zabaione, and guanciale cream. Absolutely delicious. Then we have here today is something very special. Is a black pepper homemade spaghetti chitarra with baby zucchini, crab, and sea urchin. And the final plate is our signature dish, which is the homemade tagliatelle ragu bolognese. And nothing to say about that. It's the best. So.
And I must say, I had the bolognese once here, and really they hit a home run with the bolognese. It's really bolognese original.
Absolutely, authentic recipe.
Gabriele, tell us what we're eating now.
Absolutely. So here we have a dry age New York strip, served with some roasted mushrooms and creamy mashed potatoes.
Wow.
And then for the fish, we do have the halibut, which is slightly seared, cooked through, and served with some caramelized endive and pear puree and hazelnut.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
We look forward to continuing to eat. Actually, you have to tell us what you brought me for my birthday.
So here we have a special strawberry blueberry semifreddo with bread crust, and we have the zabaione with toasted almonds and raspberry gel.
Looks delicious. And these two?
And here we have an hazelnut chocolate tart with pear inside, and on top we have like some pistachio crumble. And here we have our cheesecake composta, which is actually a creation of D'Aliso, and he's made with some cheesecake ice cream and some fresh raspberry juice, and breadcrumbs. Very nice.
Gabriele, you are wonderful at describing this, and thank you for D'Aliso. Thank you for making this a wonderful birthday. And now I'm going to blow out my candle, Steve, and make a wish.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Maria. Happy birthday to you.
Grazie mille. Mwah.
Thank you.